Okay, so what have I got here? I've got a very exciting lens that is getting rave reviews. People are saying this is one of the sharpest lenses they've ever seen. What is it? Well, it's the Sigma 56mm 1.4, and I've got it on a Fuji X-H1 here. I'm really excited to see just how sharp the pictures are of this 56mm. Well, that's a bit of an odd size maybe. Well, don't forget this is an APS sensor in here. So this is actually an 85mm lens, what a lot of people call a portrait lens, but it's a lot more useful than that. I can't wait to see just how good it is. Let's get out there. So we're gonna start off right into the sun. Might as well give it a hard one to contend with in the beginning, and it's not done a bad job. Look, we've got shadow detail here, we've got nice crisp sharpness right the way up to the edges here, nice little sunburst in the middle. It's done quite well on that relatively difficult picture. This is at 5.6, lots of sharpness, lots of detail, nice little bit of bokeh just coming in at the back there. I think it's done a really good job of this. But hang on, you want to know what that bokeh looks like more in close-up, don't you? So here we go, we've closed in on this and we've opened it up to 1.8, and as you can see it's thrown the background out, giving us this nice bokeh. But look how much of this is still sharp. Now you wouldn't get that with a full frame camera, I don't think. We'd have a very small area in focus like this, but these extra leaves here, these are all sharp because of the APS sensor, which gives us a little bit more depth of focus around that focus point. Now on to a still life. We've got these chess pieces in their box, and what a job it's done of these. Bitingly sharp, blisteringly sharp, isn't it? And look at the tones, absolutely beautiful tones. I mean, it's very difficult to say anything bad about this. Doesn't seem to be any distortion that I can see. Oh, wow, I'm absolutely gobsmacked by this one. And now on to an outdoors picture. We've got this garden shed, and look at how sharp this is. This obviously, it's an 85mm equivalent, and we're shooting this at f11, but look at that, it's kept all this in acceptable sharpness, as well as the shed and as well as the background. Look at those trees in the background, and look at the fact that it's kept the detail in those trees in the background. It hasn't burnt them out. Wow, this again is an astonishing performance. Finally, let's move on to this lovely little glass lantern, and I've shot it on the left at f11 and on the right at 1.8, and you can see, I think, the difference there. You can see where we've got that very short depth of field, depth of focus on the right. It's focused just on the very edge. I think we might need to pixel peep. Can't get my words out. Pixel peep a little bit. Let's zoom in 400% and have a look at that. But look at the colours. It's just done a great job of the colours and the clarity, hasn't it? Let's go in 400% and take a look. And there. Blow me down, that's impressive. Wow, look, these lenses, they're not just about bokeh, they're not just about shallow depth of field. Look at that one on the left. Look at how crisp, how sharp. Look at the colours, look at the contrast, nothing blown out. That's incredible. Wow, what a lens. I didn't, but I knew it was going to be good. Didn't think it was going to be this good. Wow, that was so good. I'm absolutely astonished at that lens. And you know what? It isn't the big expensive Sigma Art series lens. No, it isn't. It's the contemporary version. So good, wasn't it? I mean, you know, it stunned me. Don't think it costs a fortune. I can't remember what Paul said. I think it was maybe 380 quid or something like that. Check out the prices today. Don't quote me on that. But, you know, hey, it's a lot cheaper than the Art series lens. And the performance, wow, what a performance. It's so sharp. I mean, we saw how bitingly sharp it was being an APS sensor lens. It means you're just keeping that much more in focus when you want to, like on that garden picture and the shed, and it kept the trees not just in focus, but it kept detail in them, in the highlights. Wow, very impressive. The colors, the contrast wasn't, you know, OTT, you know, over the top like you get, you know, with a lot of lenses. And into the sun, we didn't get any flare or glare or, you know, anything. There's actually coatings, I was reading, inside the elements, inside the lens on the elements to stop the light glaring and bouncing around and flaring when you go into sun. Really altogether an absolutely top job. You know, even when we you know, pixel peeped and went in, really good. But how good is it compared to the competition? Because I'm filming now on my Nikon Z series camera with the 85mm f1.8 lens. I rate that lens. I think it's pretty darn good. I've got a video about that, and well, what's it like compared to the Sigma? I mean, they're going head to head, aren't they? Both, you know, I think the Nikon's a little bit more money. It's certainly a lot bigger. It's a full frame lens. What would it be like if we put the Sigma, that APS lens, against the Nikon, the full frame lens? Well, there's only one way to find out. Check out this film here.